So what are the best books that I think you should read this year? Now, normally on this channel, we talk about tips and tools for your children or your class, but today is all about you. Let's get right into it. All right, guys, so before we get into our books, our book of the day is actually a journal. So if you are needing a new journal to write in, this is by It's Me Lonnie, and it's called No Pressure. I'll leave the link in the description box below. All right, so coming in at number one, if you are like, when you're having that stressful day, you need something that's gonna be calming and peaceful. And that is why one of my first books I want to recommend is Trade Your Cares for Calm by Max Lucado. This little book is so full of peaceful, practical, and it just brings about a stress-free, like, oh, I needed that type of feeling. And this is by Max Lucado, and it's called Calm. And it's just good, especially if you're dealing with anxious thoughts and all of that. This is what you want to grab. All right, another one is, if you have, I know for me, as I have been getting older, my husband and I have been talking about how as we're getting older, more people are dying and getting diagnoses, and it can be hard to navigate sometimes. And you're finding yourself always praying for people. This book is called The Great Physician, Still on Call by Evelyn Gipson. Guys, this book is a gem. I remember there was a season within these last couple of years where it just seems like there was just bad news happening left and right. But this book, this is what I would call a faith increaser, a faith-filled book that will encourage you to pray bold prayers, to intercede for others, and believe God for miracles. And it's all biblical based. And this is called The Great Physician. I highly recommend it, especially if you have been dealing with a lot of just seems like bad news happening left and right, and you're constantly having to pray for others, and you're just like, okay, Lord, do you still heal? Yes, he still heals. Miracles still happen. And this is a book to remind you of that. All right, another book. This is an oldie but a goodie. This is called The Battlefield of the Mind by Joyce Myers. This book, I read this book back when I was in college. And this book was just amazing, especially if you deal with negative thinking, the stinking thinking, negative thinking, if you've had trauma, if you have had just mental health, just anxious, angry, all the different emotions that we experience as humans. The Battlefield of the Mind was literally like a counselor in the room with me and God, and Joyce Myers are having a session. And this book, I really got major breakthrough in the way that I think and in the way that I operate and face situations. And so this is a great book, Battlefield of the Mind. I feel like it's timeless, 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 timeless. And if you've been liking this content so far, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. All right, another good book that is classical, especially if you're watching this video at the beginning of the year, everybody wants to get fit. This is a devotional book called Food, Fitness, and Faith. And this is for women. It's a 21-day journey to a new you. So this is just a great book to encourage you as you are making those health changes. And it's like little short devotionals, and it has like quotes and things like that. I plan to pick this book up again and again and again because it is so good and it's so encouraging, especially when I'm like contemplating before or after a workout. So another wonderful book that I read last year, and this is one of those books that when you pick it up, it's life-changing, and that is Driven by Eternity by John Bevere. This changed the way I perceive the last days, what I perceive Judgment Day, because we all are going to face the Lord and have to give an account. This transforms how you perceive things in your everyday life and your purpose. And it's just a gem, guys. Okay. I can't say much more about this. All right. And then my last two books is Favor, The Road to Success. So if you are a person who constantly doubts yourself, constantly thinks the worst about yourself and situations, this book has really helped me as an author because I a lot of times think about the worst case scenario, or I beat myself up about something that hasn't even happened yet. And so this book really helps you to walk in God's favor and walk in knowing you are an heir, you are a child of God, and you can pray things back and he will lead you. He will favor you. And there's scriptures, some very key scriptures that will help you walk into what God wants you to have, which is favor. And I just think this is really good. This is by Bob Buse. And then last but not least, my all-time favorite book, I don't care, hands down, the best book ever written is the Bible. And this is the Women's Study Bible. And I love this Bible because it always has like devotionals up here. Then it always has like little notes and commentary at the bottom. This is just good. So if you don't have a Bible, this is one I recommend, but any Bible, because it's just rich, it's living, and it's something that you need all year round, and it is so life-giving. But let me know in the comments below, which book do you want to get your hands on? And if you're new here, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. Join the Brown Bear Book Club. It's totally free. I send you tools and tips generally for your generally for your children or your class. I would love for you to join our Brown Bear Book Club family and community. But let's finish this conversation in the comments below. What was your favorite book? And again, if you are needing a new journal, I highly recommend that you support the No Pressure, The Lovely Me Journal by It's Me, Lonnie. It's just a great book to have. All right, guys, I'll talk to you later. Bye.